Welcome back, everyone. I just thought I'd do a quick video today on an army showcase of my Warmaster Lizardmen. Well, they're not mine, they're my son's, but I thought I'd show you everything that we've got. So here's our standard infantry. These are the Lizardmen. I've done the units in two different colours, some green and some blue. There we go. I've got cat shenanigans going on. I've got Clover with me today. There she is. What else have we got? The Temple Guard, which are one of your elite units. There we go with those. And then we have some of our hero models. This is the General, obviously. Slan Mage Priest, floating on his palanquin. And then we get our hero models, which can come as cavalry or as infantry. But for game purposes, doesn't matter if they're mounted or on foot, they still move the same distance. So there's one example of a hero that I've done. There's another one. Again, I tried to vary up the colours a little bit. So this is supposed to be a Temple Guard hero, with his banner and his sword and his cold one he's riding on. That's those. We then move on to our missile troops, which are quite numerous, as you can see. These are our skinks with bows and blowpipes and javelins. In Warmaster, they're all, even though it's a blowpipe or a bow or a javelin, they all have the same range. Again, I've tried to vary the colours up a bit, just to give a bit of difference. So there's all the missile troops. Let's get on to our monstrous creatures. Again, I'm sure you've seen these on the Warmaster intro video. But these are our stegodons. They're also a missile firing thing. And you can also mount heroes on these as well, so they're quite versatile, the stegodons. Again, basic material from Geek Gaming, along with a few tufts placed on there. So that's one of our stegodons. Hero on Carnosaur. Again, this was in the previous video. I had to make the arms myself out of green stuff because I bought it off eBay with the missing arms. But, I think I've done a fairly good job of it, if a little chunky. But there's our hero on Carnosaur. Then we have our salamanders. Again, this is a sort of missile unit. Quite a few of those. have our Pterodon riders. And because they're so small, people assume, oh, they must be really difficult to paint. They're actually very easy. Base coat, shade, highlight, and you're pretty much done. You don't need to go into so much detail with them. Because they're so small on the tabletop, you just want them to stand out. So I tend to use brighter colours on my Warmaster than I would on normal 28mm scale. There's some of the blue pterodons as well. I only did the one green because again you can mount your hero on them. And then we have our Croxigores, which go 3 to a base. Again, just a quick paint of blue. A darker blue than the others. So we've got some Croxigore units there, as you can see. Painted one hero up as a, is it Gorok? The special character, who's like an albino Saurus warrior. Again, just varying up the colours a little bit. So he's like a very pale blue. There we have another hero model. The skink riding a Croxigore. And then finally we'll move on to our cavalry. So our Cold One riders, if I can get it out. Your cavalry mount 4 to a base as such, and they go lengthwise instead of widthwise. 4 to a base, and again very quickly painted. So seen 3 feet away on the tabletop when they're all ranked up, it is quite an impressive sight. So there we go, guys. That's my totality of my Warmaster Lizardmen. So we've got our cavalry units here, salamanders over there, flying units, Croxigores, heroes, larger monsters, and then our more basic troops up the top with infantry, elite infantry, character models, missile troops, and some more infantry. So, thank you very much for listening to my dribble. Phone call going on. So, there we go. That's our Lizardmen Warmaster army. Points wise, I would say it's about 5,000 altogether. And again, I've got a few armies of 5,000, a couple of armies slightly less, but not all of them are painted. I will do showcases on the other armies. I have about a 5,000 point High Elf army all finished as well. But I'll have to dig those out and show you those at a later date. My next video is going to be showing you how to paint and these are a couple of Bretonian archers. I'll just show you how I paint those. which is the army I'm working on for Warmaster at the minute. Again, I've got about 5,000 points of Bretonians just that need painting. I have got all my peasants done, so I'm working on the archers next. So there we go, guys. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you in the next video.